Angry from Munion House, King Charles delivers Harry a covert message. Do not yell at me. In her address at Munion House on Wednesday night, King Charles allegedly sent a hidden message to his son Prince Harry, according to Raw analyst Angela Levon. When the expert appeared on GB News, she talked about the address made by the monarch. The line of the speech that says, "Do we pause instinctively and unerringly before speaking or acting to ensure we're affording equal weight to both sides of the balance," was mentioned by Levon. It is something that our society need to be more considerate of. As Patrick Christys was informed by the commentator, I think it's quite interesting because it's a message to Harry, don't come in and start shouting at me and demanding that we still apologize to Meghan years later. In response to a question about whether King Charles's speech and these statements had a hidden message for Harry, Meghan Levin said, "I can't promise that, but I can pick up on things as something written between the lines, and I think this is something written between the lines. Be composed, don't yell, don't nag, and don't make demands, but let's maintain the status quo." Harry won't likely pay it any attention at all, in my opinion. Regrettably, while talking about the Sussexes' most recent trip to the Grenadines island and canoe, I think it's actually rather disgusting when Meghan visits impoverished areas where children live in poverty but wears expensive jewelry and clothing when you could actually cut down a little. Levon called out the couple's hypocrisy, saying that if you're still yelling at your father or your late grandmother to give you money and then you go and spend it all like that and you make no sign that you're being cautious or that you're going on private planes and telling people that they can't but you can, Prince Harry, his younger son, is apparently not pleasing King Charles. In many interviews, he expressed his displeasure to the Daily Express over his son's public airing of dirty laundry regarding abuses he and his wife Meghan Markle saw reported by the Royal Institution. Based on his personal account of growing up in the royal family, Gilded Youth author Tom Quinn says, "I've spoken to people who worked for Meghan and Harry when they were in England and have also interviewed people who worked for William and Kate, and they say that there's a lot more anger privately than there is publicly, and Charles in particular is said to be really angry about it." The Insider informed the royal author that the king has taken umbrage on board with the notion that these issues ought to be discussed publicly. Quinn, who seems to be sympathetic to Charles's situation, continues by stating that Harry is always grumbling in his book about the treatment he received. In addition, Harry said some sharp things about his father's marriage that were sure to upset some people. Because Queen Camilla had to repair her reputation after being called the third person in Princess Diana's marriage to Charles Prince, Harry believed that she presented a threat. Additionally, it said that William is enraged with Harry due to a vicious claim the Duke made against him in his letter to Quinn, alleging that William physically beat Harry. As the royal author disclosed,